Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Super Jerry 27's Nerd Cave with some post Tucson Comic Con goodies, show off, and stories, I guess. This one is about Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner. I'll show you the Mentos pick we took right there. All right, let's get on with the good stuff. So right now I've got a stack of floppies right here. So let's go through them. This was the last book I got signed by them, because I found it because I was looking for Hellblazers, and this was in between some Hellblazers, and I'm like, man, I have this cover at home, but only one copy, and I love this cover, so I decided to have them personalize it so that I can put it in a showcase sealer and hang it at my house. We got Harley's Little Black Book #1 right here. This one, it got stuck in the thing, but I lucked out and noticed it and got it out of the bag before it made copies of the signature, so you can't really tell that it stuck. So I'm very happy with myself about that because I love this series. This was a great series. Now this one, while awesome, is still a bummer. It's the Amanda Conner Batman book that she worked with Tom King, and I had this book at Phoenix Fan Fusion with Tom King, and I was like, I'll save my $10 for something else because I assumed that Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti weren't coming to a show recently near me. Then I swear to God, 2 weeks after this show, they were announced for TCC, and I was like, yes, and bummer. But another time, I'll meet Tom King again and get that signed. And maybe Paul Mounts. Oh, it's a great cover. Great cover. Not going to lie, that's a great cover. And then I backed their Painkiller Jane Kickstarter, so I had them sign the little mini print for me, and when I get the funds, I'm going to have this professionally framed, and I'm going to hang it in my house somewhere. At least it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. All right. Harley Quinn #1. Signed, and I have another copy that's in better shape that when they do another CGC signature series, that's going, because I decided when they did their CGC for me to send some Adam Hughes variations of this book, but this book isn't in CGC shape, and I have 2 of them, so I figured, why not get it in front of me, and I can cherish it forever. All right, I got lots of floppies here. Gang of Harleys. Harley Quinn 0. This is going to be one of my goes to every con books because I'd like to get as many of the people on the side. So I need to get Art Balthazar, Becky Cloonan, Tony Daniel, Sam Keith, Bruce Timm, Jim Lee, Stephanie Rowe, Trad Moore, Chad Hardin, Adam Hughes, Dave Johnson, Dan Panosian, Jerry Roberts, and Walter Simonson. Dang it, Dan Panosian was at Phoenix Fan Fusion, but I didn't have this copy yet, because I have, once again, a copy of this for CGC purposes. And I brought out the old stuff when I was just started collecting, when comics was super booming. They actually were booming. Comics were booming. So I had to get this signed. I had 2 of these for some reason. I don't know why, but gosh darn it, I needed Jimmy Palmiotti to sign this for me. And then we got Infinite Crisis. Added Mr. Palmiotti to that next to Mr. Rags Morales. Hopefully, I used to hate the gold pens, so 20 years ago, because they used to fade and get all gross. So let's see. In 20 years, I'll be 64, hopefully still alive, and we'll see how that's looking, if YouTube even exists anymore, if society exists. For all we know, we're head down the road of Mad Max. Brave New World, where Jimmy Palmiotti, Mick Gray, I want to say, I can't remember, brought us the Freedom Fighters, right? I want to say it's the Freedom Fighters. I'm pretty sure it's the Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighters. I bought this one off eBay purposely for the con, because I have the original, but this is the 1 in 25 variant, but I like the fact that it blew up in her face. Amanda Conner up in the top corner. All right, and then I bought some stuff there from them as well. This is the 7th printing of the Pro, but I didn't have any printing in my collection because I don't know how I missed this, but this is pre-Boys, so I wasn't as active in telling what my comic book store I wanted, so it's on me. I'll find a first printing eventually. But I bought their only 2 copies because I had to get one signed. Had to. This was a special book they had printed just for Tucson Comic Con. So I, of course, had to buy a few. I got one to get signed raw. And then I bought 2 more for my collection, that one to stay raw and then one to send to CGC when Garth Ennis does a signing, and Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, because that'll be a very unique slab, in my opinion. And then, of course, their recent Black Label book. These signatures are up on the top. A little hard to find because they used a nice felt tip pen for it, but it fits. Oh, and red, my favorite color. All right, now I got to go grab the hardbacks. All right, here's the first stack of hardcovers. The first. So, Mr. Jimmy Palmiotti absolutely loves the character Jonah Hex, and this was a great story. I suggest finding it and picking up a copy if you can from your local comic book store. And Mr. Palmiotti was so happy that I had this. He drew an insanely amazing Jonah Hex sketch for me. Love it. Mr. Palmiotti went ham on a lot of my books, and I'm very thankful for that. Then, of course, Harley Quinn hardcover. Boom, boom. Beautiful sketch from Mr. Palmiotti, and Mrs. Conner added some color to the sketch. Sorry, my elbow's on fire, so bear with me. All right, and then, of course, Mr. Palmiotti with the Punisher. This is one of the best Punisher storylines out there. So once again, hit your local comic book shop up for the paperback. And we got a side angle of the Punisher skull. Oops, I jumped. Oh, where's my other Punisher? There we go. I always have to get both covers because I'm insane. Little Frank on fire right there. Punisher is one of my favorite characters. I am very disappointed in Marvel right now for what they're doing to him and what they've done to him. Very disappointed. And then Daredevil's another one of my favorite Marvel characters. Batman with superpowers, basically. But hopefully that won't piss anybody off. Bada boom. Now I just got to find Mr. Quesada and Mr. Smith at a convention at some point. And hopefully they don't charge me up the yazoo. And then, of course, the variant. Once again, great storyline. Local comic book shop, trade paperback. It should be in print. And if it's not, it needs to be in print, Marvel. Little Daredevil sonar action. He's looking for all my money, and I'm holding all my money. And the last hardcover of this stack. No, you're not seeing double. I got the hardcover as well as the first issue. And Mr. Palmiotti went ham again. Ham is a good thing, from what I've been told. I hope it's right. It means going nuts, I hope. I'm just to say go nuts. Another Harley. Love it, love it, love it. And I'll be right back with some more books. All right, up next, we got Jimmy Palmiotti's Claws hardcovers with Joseph Michael Lisner, right? Joe Lisner and Justin Gray. Hardcover number 1. Beautiful Logan / Wolverine / James Hewitt cover. When I realized that Hewitt is the last name of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, too. We watched it last night. Creepy. I got no room. All right, that's what we got. Oh, more Punisher, because I'm obsessed with the Punisher in a good way. Pay me no mind, FBI and NSA. I just love my comics. Another skull, because I like skulls too. Ooh, should have worn my Punisher shirt as I did this video, because I forgot just how many Punisher hardcovers I have. I have more that Mr. Palmiotti couldn't sign. Oh, here's a book that Mr. Derek Robinson also signed, so I've got double the skulls, baby. Double the skulls. Because, right, 2 heads are better than 1. That's what they used to tell me. All right, and this chonker. Oh, my God, my poor elbow. Oh, okie dokie artichoke. The Punisher Omnibus, where it was pointed out to me that only Garth Ennis got credit on this, which is kind of crappy. But when I looked at my new X-Men Omnibus, only Grant Morrison got Spine Love. So I don't know what Marvel's doing, but more Skull goodness. Mr. Palmiotti on the top and Mr. Robertson on the bottom. Okay, let me see if I can slap these back down. Oh my god. Nothing like being 44, not playing tennis, and having goddamn tennis elbow. All right. A couple more hardcovers. Now, I didn't get to back this during the Kickstarter. Hopefully, there'll be another one when I am a little more financially fluid. But at this time, I was definitely not. But I finally got to get it. I flipped through it. It is hilarious. Amanda Conner just draws some of the best faces and best female forms around. And I got a Power Girl for Mr. Palmiotti. Come on, camera. There we go. Because they love Power Girl. They love Power Girl, Harley, and he loves Jonah Hex. And then Mrs. Amanda Conner drew me a Power Girl as well. Gotta love it. This book was, after I flipped through it a little more and kind of show it off, definitely just wrapping it and tucking it away for posterity. Let's see, got some Painkiller Jane goodness. Some splash pages here. Oh, everybody's a fan of Red Sonja, right? Big, good-looking ginger that can whoop your ass with a sword. Not a bad way to die, I guess. They're much worse. Then like preliminary sketches for the pro. Love it. Love it. Love this book. And then this one, I made a special trip to the booth for this book. I got it done on the first day because I wanted to take it home and never have it leave my house again until I absolutely needed to. But for scale, this is the size of the book. It's the Wednesday comics that came out, I don't know, about a decade ago or so. Come on, man. Don't fuck it up. And let's see. If you see in the corner, look for Supergirl, and there we have them. There's 2 signatures. Sorry, it's hard to hold. This is a massive book that I'm very glad I got, and I guess is out of print and is like $140 is what I was told. Well, more now because it's got some Siggies, but my God, man, my God. I think there's 2 more items. I'll be back. Man, this is a long video. All right, last 2 things. It is Santa Claus Chromium card from Wizard when they used to do the giveaways, and I got it signed by Mr. Casada right there in '95, and finally got Mr. Palmiotti on there in 2023. He did try to open the card, which is kind of cool. He's like, "How do we do it?" I'm like, "No, it's on the plastic, my man. It's on the plastic." I miss Wizard. I really do. I really do. And then I, of course, had to get a print. I mean, come on. Look at that. It's the cover to like the Valentine's Day DC Loves romance thing. I just think it's hilarious. Harley's like, "Yeah, boy." She's wanting to get some crabs to crack open and eat. And then, of course, Amanda Conner's signature. This will definitely be framed, hopefully within this year, if not definitely 2024, because I plan on having a much less catastrophic 2024. Thanks for watching. If you're at the show, what'd you get from Paperfilms booth, which was Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti? And just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and what's the next show you're going to? The next one for me isn't for 6 months. Boo. Like, comment, subscribe.